Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and these are the enemies that I missed while first going through the old... It's not the old waterway, it's like the abandoned waterway or something, I really don't remember the exact name. But the dungeon that we went to get to Damcyan, basically. So the first enemy is the Toadger. Like the Gigantode, it can turn you into a toad, and they're weak to ice, and that's pretty much it. They're a lot like the Toadger. Or, they are the Toadger, but they're a lot like the Gigantode. And the other enemy is the Alligator. It is weak to ice, and if you give it the chance to attack, it will actually hit 2 people, as was just demonstrated. But other than that, nothing special. So we're going to hit, again, still using those potions, because I have no idea that I'm actually using the potions. I wonder when I find out. So, yep, weak to ice, the killerfish is still weak to thunder, so that didn't do as much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We got our 2 guys, and we are now back outside of Capo, or whatever. Yeah, I really do suggest to just give her, holy arrows there, but I decided to not. However, you can give her the crossbow, and that's helpful. Give her the iron arrow, or the holy arrows, wait, no. Give her the holy arrows when you get to Mount Hobbs. Blick. So we are now heading back up here and moving on with the game after a minute. That's one of the very few times. No, I actually missed quite a few monsters and we have to go back and get them. Never mind. I have to start doubting my abilities more. Either way, this is Mount Hobbs. It's close to the Antlion Cave, a little past it. And oh my god, ice tiles. So we can't just like break it apart or anything. They're just like pebbles. We can move them out of the way. But yeah, because of Cecil's wrongdoing and burning her village to the ground, even though it wasn't really burned, she doesn't like fire and she doesn't use fire because of it. However, we are now going to do even more wrongdoing and force her to use fire. Even Edward's character portrait makes him look like he's sulking. I mean, really. I just don't like him. And, yay! The fire moves in a very weird pattern and knocks out all the ice. And because of that, you learn fire, and you can actually use that in battle now, too. So, hooray! Good thing, too, because there are quite a few undead monsters that are weak to fire. And yet there are also monsters that are healed by fire, so we'll want to differentiate those. Gargoyle is indifferent to fire. They're either weak to lightning or blizzard or nothing at all. I'm still using that heal, so I'm still using all my potions. Let's try... I think I used thunder. No, blizzard. Yeah. Because of that whole missing thing, I suggest that you use an ability of Rosa's called Aim. It doesn't really have any negative effects, it just increases your accuracy, basically. So we're just going to have her use aim for her attack. If anything, it just makes the animation take a second longer, but oh no, a second. And we're only going to have her use that if she doesn't need to heal or whatever. Okay, we have the Gargoyle once again, but we also have the Cockatrice. If you kill these guys, you have a very slight chance of finding the Cockatrice summon for Rydia as an item. And you can just use it and get her in the summon. I'm pretty sure that they can cast Petrify on you, and pretty decent physical hit. I wonder if that was a counterattack, because it kind of attacked twice right there. Or maybe it just glitched. Oh yeah, in the advanced version there is a glitch where... Oh yeah, the Lamia Harp is the one that confuses, but there is a glitch in this game where it is possible that your ATB bar will completely fill up immediately after your turn, so you could basically get an extra turn with your character. It's a minor thing. If it happens, I'll just go with it. If it doesn't, oh well. It's not really game-breaking because it doesn't happen all the time. But we have a whole bunch of treasure there. I hope you were paying attention, because I sure wasn't. Now we have this tent save area, and I think... No, we're pretty good. We're just going to save. And we're back from saving. So, moving on to the right path, which is, coincidentally, the right path. More holy arrows, so again, you really want to give Rosa holy arrows. I have no idea why I never do. And just whatever. And this guy is pretty awesome. He is one of my favorite characters in the game. He's a pretty good fighter. Well, it says his name right there. So Yang, he's a pretty good fighter. Has not much character development. He's not in your party for a very long time, but he's still pretty interesting. And he's just really cool. And I liked his voice in the DS version. So, yeah, he has the focus ability, which will basically take a little bit of the next turn, and then you will do double damage, which I'd hardly ever use that. I liked the DS version where you could stockpile it 3 times, and then you did a lot of damage all at once. He also has the kick ability, which you saw. Basically, it's all enemies at once, and I think he also has the brace ability, which raises his defense. And now we have this boss, Mom Bomb. Basically, do a lot of damage to it. It really doesn't do anything, at least not yet. So we're going to try his focus thing. But it seems like it ends up just taking a turn anyways, so you might as well just do the 2 attacks. Or do 1 attack and then use him for something else that's necessary. Again, using that heal, wasting my potions, not even realizing it. And I really don't even need the heal right now. Heal should be used only in a pinch. When, like, everybody's dying. Just get their HP a little bit to where an enemy's physical attack will just barely not kill him. Oh my god! So yeah, once it takes this form, you are getting closer to beating it. I casted Protect just because I have nothing else to do, basically. I mean, this thing hardly attacked. Have Radiate use Blizzard or Chocobo, have Yang use Power or Attack. Edward should attack, Cecil can attack, and Rosa can either aim or cast random spells that you find at least somewhat necessary. This is in no way a difficult boss, mainly because you have 5 party members. But now that the Mom Bomb is in this form, it's getting close to exploding. And when that happens, you want to have everybody defend. There will be like a little countdown. Oh my god, Cecil and his damage. But whatever. So is it getting close now? This is taking forever. Oh, there we go. It's gonna explode! So now have everybody defend, and just keep it like that until it explodes. If you don't, this attack can actually be kind of devastating, and even if you defended it in the DS version, this attack was devastating because, again, attacks do more damage in that game. Well, the enemy's attacks, at least. So yeah, only did, like, 75 to everybody. So we're going to have just Rosa use Cure or Cura on that, while we take out these 6 bombs. Blizzard doesn't really work, so don't do that. Dark, not really suggested. Oh, well, actually, yeah, it's suggested. We got rid of all the regular bombs, and now we just got the gray bombs. And I'm going to count these as the bomb and gray bomb, but bestiary entry, because we are fighting them, and they will die. So yeah, Blizzard's not really going to work. No, we're not going to summon the Chocobo, we're just going to have her Cure. And we're going to have Cecil use Darkness again. Her Cure really doesn't do much. She's a better Black Mage. But the Grey Bombs are defeated, and we finish that up. Oh, we learned Cura. That's good for Rosa. That's very good. Okay, so Yang's men were killed. He came here to train, and now his castle holds the Wind Crystal, and now we have to go and save it. And Yang's going to join up with us, maybe? He was in that battle, so I'm guessing he will. And we can have 5 party members. So yes, we're all happy-go-lucky friends. We saved you, now you help us. Why does Edward mention that? This matter does not concern you, but it does. For I am the Prince of Damcyan. Go back to your corner, Edward. We're having a conversation. That's something that I would say just because of how much I dislike Edward, but whatever. I'm going to make the one Edward fan mad. And then trolls. But see, I'm all out of potions now. I could have very well been using high potions with that heal ability. I really don't know. But whatever. Nothing over there, so we can get out. Hooray! Did I miss any monsters? Yes, I did. Spirits and skeletons. Skeletons are the enemies that I mentioned that are weak to fire, while spirits are the enemies that I mentioned that are healed by fire. And spirits can also cast the fire spell, so be careful of that. See, the green numbers means that it healed them. So that's that simplicity in a box. Although the iron arrows work pretty well against them, I think it's because they're flying. And Edward confused him with the power of music. The enemy has no idea why he's using music as a weapon, and that's why it's confused. But whatever. We got a potion. So yay, I can use heal ability again. Oh, we also forgot the blood bones and his skeleton buddies. Blood bones is basically a slightly upgraded version of the skeleton. Just hit it with fire and stuff, and it should go down. It might take. It's not weak to fire. It is okay to fire. Maybe ice. Maybe ice. I really don't know. Doesn't really matter. Cure again will kill these guys. So now that all of Bloodbones' minions are gone, we could take him out. And Yang comes equipped with a fire claw, which does fire elemental damage. So don't let him attack those spirit guys. And yeah. Sword rats. These guys should look familiar. However, they do have your music just missed. How? We do have another guy right behind him, Gatlinger. They're basically an upgraded version of the Sword Rat, and I think they still do the Needle ability sometimes. I really don't know, because they die. Although that one stayed alive. It's still alive. Why does Rydia keep on missing? Did I hit aim or attack with that one? Okay. Now then. There is one more enemy that we can find out in the overworld, I think. In this section of the overworld. Maybe. Or that might be Mysidia that I'm thinking about. I don't know. Either way, there's Fabul Castle. And yeah. So it seems like I didn't miss anything. Although I did forget to equip Yang with new stuff. Oh well, he has enough HP to take the damage. And in the PS, again talking about the DS remake, he starts off with like 1000 HP. It's insane. And very helpful. That's another reason I made him one of my favorites. When all my other characters had like 300, all of a sudden here comes this guy with 900. He's unstoppable. And he just did so much damage, and with the claws he hit all the weaknesses with his physical attacks, which did even more damage. So buying 45 potions, getting 15 Phoenix Downs, getting 5 of those. Basically I'm getting multiples of 5 for everything. Just because I'm OCD like that. Although 6/10 is okay with me. And to the right is an armor and weapons shop. Basically, we want to buy 1 Ice Claw and 1 Thunder Claw for Yang, and then all of Cecil's new equipment here. And equip that on everybody. Because of the monsters coming up, we are going to want to give the Ice and Thunder Claw to Yang. Taking off his Thunder Claw. Or, not the Thunder, the Fire Claw. And then just give all the new equips to Cecil. So he has demon stuff, except for his shield, but maybe we can fix that soonish. Now then, moving on, we could head down here to get to 2 towers and steal some treasure. So let's go do that. Yep, lots of stuff, and there's stuff in the pots too, so make sure you check that. For instance, I just found Zeus's Wrath. There's Naming Way there, so you can rename your characters if you want to. And here's Random Person. Oh wait, no, it's Yang's wife. She's important, and yes, she is kind of important. We'll get to her much later in the game. Okay, yep, we gotta go be